It's very hot this summer, but do you know what's even hotter? The complete one-year program by sisyaclass for mathematics from grades 3 to 10. 100% only IIT and IIT teachers. This course completes Vedic mathematics and competitive exams like Olympiads and Math Kangaroo. The classes are starting from 5th of May 2025 and all of this for 9,999. Is the price a bit high? Don't worry parents, the mega offer from sisyaclass this summer season is live. And in this mega offer, you can get this complete one-year mathematics program only for 999, which is even lesser than 2 rupees per class. Parents, what do you get these days for 2 rupees? Not even a good cup of tea. But here at sisyaclass, you are getting quality classes from IIT and IIT teachers at even lesser than 2 rupees per class. Parents, hurry up, quickly click on the link given in the description below or scan this QR code to complete the payment and book your seat.
Alright dear students, welcome back to yet another session from sisyaclass in this Ultimate Bridge series which we have started to help students that are moving from grade 9 to grade 10 to tell you grade 10 is not at all difficult provided our grade 9 concepts are very solid. Alright, in this session what we are going to talk about is coordinate geometry. Now there will be many videos uploaded on our channel in 3 different languages, Hindi, English and Telugu. So make sure you check them out. Alright, in this chapter, coordinate geometry, we are going to cover. This you have already started in grade 9. Yes, in grade 10, it is just going to be the extension of the topics that we covered in grade 9. Alright, so let me just introduce myself before starting. So if you don't know me yet, my name is Rishab. I'm maths master teacher here at sisyaclass. I completed my education from IIT Jodhpur. Alright, let's start. So in grade 9, what we studied introduction to Cartesian system. That is the XY system. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. If we consider this is minus x-axis and this is minus y-axis. Right. Now we studied that the x-axis and y-axis are mutually perpendicular. Right. Now identifying quadrants. So if you have first quadrant, in first quadrant, what happens? The x is positive, the y is positive. Right. See, x is positive, y is positive. If you consider second quadrant, in second quadrant, x is negative. X becomes negative, but y remains positive. Right. In third quadrant, if we see both x is negative and y is negative. So if we take any point, it will be minus x comma minus y. And what happens in fourth quadrant? In fourth quadrant, x is positive, but y becomes negative. See, this x is positive, y is negative. So any point like points 2 comma minus 3 will lie in quadrant number 4. I hope it is clear. Next, what is the point we take an axis? This is an important point which is going to be covered in grade 10 as well. If we take any point on x-axis, that will be x comma 0. If we take any point on y-axis, that will be 0 comma y. In grade 10, what we are going to learn? Distance formula, section formula, and midpoint formula. What is it? Don't worry about that. But let's start. So dear students, I have a very interesting question. Have you ever played a game where you have seen such kind of map? Yeah, I think everyone has seen. Okay, let's start this topic with a very small problem. So the problem is that we have a first character. Let's name him character A. And this character is lying somewhere in the map. Right. There's another character. Let's name this character as B. This character B is lying somewhere here, right? Now the problem statement in front of you I'm presenting is if we have to find what is the distance between these two characters, how will I find that? All right. Now, in order to find this, first things first, since this is a coordinate geometry, what I will assume? I will assume that this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis. So this is x and this is y. Right. Now tell me one thing, dear students. Can I denote these characters as points? Okay, I can assume that they are lying at some point, right? So if I consider character A, this is lying at this point. And if I consider character B, this is lying somewhere around at this point. Up till now, clear? I hope it is clear, right? So what the actual thing we have to find that if we have character number A and character number B, how will we calculate the distance between A and B? Understood the point? If we have two characters, we denoted the two characters using 2 points, the point number A and point number B. I hope it is clear. Now, how will we find the distance? So dear students, whenever we have to find such distance, what we will do? We will use a formula. The formula is, if we consider, let's say A point is x1 comma y1, that is coordinates of point A is x1 and y1, and the coordinate of point B are x2 and y2. Again, what is the points of coordinate A? x1, y1, and points of coordinate B, x2, y2. So what is the formula? Formula becomes the distance AB is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That is the x2, if we consider point number B, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And this is under the square root. So tell me, can distance be ever negative? Of course not, right? Whatever the answer we are going to get in the square root is has to be greater than equals to 0, right? So what is the minimum possible distance? It is 0. Okay. Now one more important point I would like to tell you. See, if we have x2 minus x1 whole square, we can also write this as x1 minus x2 whole square. Why? It will not make a difference. See, what is 5 square? 25. What is negative 5 square? Again 25, right? So it will not make sense. It will not make a difference if we write it as x2 minus x1 whole square or x1 minus x2 whole square. Similarly, we can also write this as y1 minus y2 whole square. So the thing is, we don't have to worry about the order. We just have to subtract x coordinate and with x coordinate whole square, y coordinate with y coordinate whole square. We don't have to worry about the sign or anything because it is square. That is the beauty of this formula. And this formula is famously called as distance formula. So make sure you write it down. This is the first 5-star formula of this series. Right? And what we do with 5-star formulas, we memorize it very properly. So make sure you note it down anywhere in the notebook or in a paper and stick it on your wall, as I always tell you. All right. Just an example. Suppose if you have 2 points, 3, 4 and minus 5, 2. All right. Now, if we have to find what is the distance between them, let's apply the distance formula. Distance formula is a square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. But again, I don't have to worry about anything. Why? See, what I told you, just I will subtract x and x coordinate. That is 3 minus of minus 5. Can I write 3 plus 5 whole square? Why? 3 minus of minus 5 will become 3 plus 5 plus y2 minus y1 whole square. I don't care. Let's take 2. Okay. 2 minus 4 whole square. Right. So what will it become? It will become square root of 8 square plus minus 2 whole square. Right. If I write it here, what I will get? Square root of what is 8 square? 64. What is minus 2 whole square? Nothing matters. No. Minus 2 or plus 2, it is 4 only. So what is the distance? It is square root of 68 units. Is it clear? What is the unit of distance? It can be meters, centimeters, millimeters, kilometers. It has to be some unit of meter. I hope it is clear up till now. Great. All right. So here's a question for you. If the question is find the distance between points 5, 6 and 2, 2. All right. Now see, one thing is you memorize the formula. Other thing what I will tell you is, let's say this point is A and let's say this point is B. If you have to find AB, what I will do? Just square root of what is 5 minus 2? 3. 3 square. What is 6 minus 2? 4. 4 square. See, nothing. We don't have to write other formulas all the time. But of course, if you're writing an examination, you have to provide the formulas because you will get marks for it. But if this is an MCQ question, what we will do, we'll just do. Now, 3 square is what? 9. Plus 4 square is what? 16. That is, we will get square root of 25, which is nothing but 5 units. So correct option is option number A. Now, dear students, you understood this. But here, always remember that 3, 4, and 5 are Pythagorean triplets. You will utilize these Pythagorean triplets all the way throughout this chapter. Great. There are many other Pythagorean triplets as well. We will be uploading one more video on Pythagorean triplets, so make sure you check that out. There's also 5, 12, and 13. If you remember, okay, I will talk deeply in other videos. All right, I hope it is clear. Very easy. Okay, find the distance between points 12, 5 and origin. Origin, what are the coordinates of origin? 0, 0. So if I have to find distance again, if I have to, let's say AB, this will be given by 12 minus 0, 12 square, 5 minus 0, 5 square. Now, as I told you, these are Pythagorean triplets. Okay, let's find this. 12 square is what? 144. 5 square is what? 25. If I add 144, 25, what I will get? Square root of 169. What is the square root of 169? It is nothing but 13 units. As I told you, 5, 12, and 13 are Pythagorean triplets. So correct option is option number C. I hope it is making completely sense. Is it difficult? Not at all. Is it easy? Absolutely. All right, great. Okay, this is a one very good question. What we have to show that the points 1, 7, 4, 2, minus 1, minus 1, and minus 1, 4, 4 are the vertices of a square. Okay, now tell me, if we have a square, what is the property of a square? The property of square are two. First of all, properties all sides must be equal. Yes, that means if we have S, this should also be S, this should also be S, this should also be S. Second, any two sides should be perpendicular to each other. That is, this is perpendicular to this is perpendicular to this is perpendicular to this, and this is perpendicular to this, right? Okay, now if we have to show, so I will first make it like this. Okay, now A point is what? 1 comma 7. B point is what? 4 comma 2. C point is what? Minus 1 comma minus 1. And D point is what? Minus 4 comma 4. Right. Okay. If it is clear up till now, let's first find AB. So if I have to find AB, what I will do? AB. See, 4 minus 1, 3 square, plus 2 minus 7, or 7 minus 2. It's 5 square. So what I will get? I will get 9 plus 25. What is that? Is square root of 34. Okay. Let's next find BC. Can you find BC? Again, see, nothing. 4 minus of minus 1. If you do it like this, you will never do this wrong. See, that is why I'm telling you 4 minus of minus 1, that is 4 plus 5. That is 5 square. Plus 2 minus of minus 1, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3 square. So it is also root 34. Right. Next, what we have to find? Let's find CD. How will I find CD? Again, same thing. Minus 4 minus of minus 1. Minus 4 minus of minus 1, that is minus 4 plus 1. So minus 3 whole square. Plus what we have, 4 minus of minus 1, which is 5. 5 square. So minus 3 whole square is nothing but 3 square. 9 plus 25, again root 34. Getting it? Next, let's find DA. How will I find DA? Again, same thing. Minus 4 minus 1, minus 5 square. Cool. Next, 4 minus 7, or 7 minus 4, 3 square. Minus 5 whole square, 25. 25 plus 9, 34. So I have found that AB, BC, CD, and DA both are equal to root 34. But does it prove that it is a square? No. Why? Because consider a rhombus. What is the condition for a rhombus? Rhombus also has all the sides as equal. Yes or no? Right. So what we have to do, we have to consider one more thing. Let's consider BD. If we consider BD, I'll tell you why. Let's find the distance BD first. The distance BD is 4 minus of minus 4, that is 8 square, plus 2 minus 4, that is minus 2 whole square, which is 4. So 8 square is what? 64. 64 plus 4, I'll get 68. Now, here comes the best part. If we consider triangle ABD, if I'm able to prove that BD square, okay, I'll do it here. If I'm able to prove BD square is equals to sum of AB square and AD square. AB square plus AD square. Then will I prove that the angle is right angle? Yes. What is it? This is called as Pythagoras theorem. Yes or no? Okay. Now what is BD here? BD, we have found root 68. So square root of 68 whole square is equals to, what is AB? AB, we have found root 34, and AD also root 34. That is root 34 whole square plus root 34 whole square. Yes or no? Correct. Now square root of 68 whole square is 68 is equals to 34 plus 34. 34 plus 34 is nothing but 68. So 68 equals to 68. That means in turn we have also proved that this angle is 90 degree. And is that sufficient enough to prove that this figure is a square? Of course, yes. So remember, for square, if you have to prove, we have two conditions. The first condition is, just always remember, for two conditions. First condition is all the sides should be equal, and the second condition is that one angle has to be 90 degree. If that is the case, all angles should be 90 degree. Clear? This was an important question. But did we use some any rocket science? No, we already used what we already know from previous grades. Just the distance formula. And I have told you the trick also. Don't write x2 minus x1 whole square plus. Of course, in the examination you have to write the formula, but just write the formula. Then do it like this. Clear? Great. All right. Next, let's look at the question. Find a relation between x and y such that the points x, y is equidistant from the points 7, 1 and 3, 5. Now, there are multiple ways to do this question, but what we have to do, let's say this point is 7, 1, and let's say this point is 3, 5. Right, we have to find a relation between x and y such that it is equidistant from both of these points. That means we have to find distance. Okay, let me name this point as A, let me name this C and B. That means if it is equidistant, what is the meaning of equidistant? That AB should be equals to AC. Right. Okay, let's find. For AC equals to CB. CB. So I'll write it one more time. AC should be equals to BC. Right, that is this distance should be equals to this distance. Let's find AC first. So if we have to find AC, it will be 7 minus x whole square plus 1 minus y whole square. Yes or no? Again, same distance formula. If you have to find BC also, so BC will be, come on, say with me, it will be 3 minus x whole square plus 5 minus y whole square. Correct. Now, AC has to be equals to BC. So what I will do? I will do it here. That means if AC equals to BC, can I say AC square is also equals to BC square? Of course, yes. If 5 is equals to 5, 5 square is equal to 5 square. Of course, no, nothing in it. That means I can remove the square root. Yes. So what I'm going to get? 7 minus x whole square plus 1 minus y whole square is equals to 3 minus x whole square plus 5 minus y whole square. Clear? Okay. I will write it here one more time for better clarity. So what we have 7 minus x whole square plus 1 minus y whole square. This is equals to 3 minus x whole square plus 5 minus y whole square. Clear? Let's open what is the identity a minus b whole square? A square plus b square minus 2ab. So I will get 7 square, that is 49. X square minus 2 times 7 times x, that is 14x. Right? Plus 1 minus y whole square, what it will be? 1 square, that is 1. Y square, which is y square, minus 2 times 1 times y, that is 2y. This is in turn equals to 3 minus x whole square, which is 9 plus x square minus 6x plus 5 square is what? 25. Y square is y square. And 2 times 5 is 10. So minus 10y. Right, now you may see that what is this? This is a very big equation. But see, it is getting cancelled. X square will get cancelled. Y square will get cancelled. So what we have? The remaining terms. So tell me 49 plus 1, 50 minus 14x minus 2y is equals to what we have? 9 plus 25. What is it? 34 minus 6x minus 10y. Clear? Next, what I will do, I will separate, bring the like terms together. So let me do, take it here. So what we will get minus 14. Let me bring it here. Minus 14x plus 6x. Right? Minus 2y plus 10y plus 50 minus 34 is equals to 0. Clear? Next, let's just simplify. So all is left is simplification. Minus 14 plus 6 minus 8x. Minus 2y plus 10y plus 8y. 50 minus 34 plus 16 is equals to what? 0. Can I simplify it further? Of course, yes. I can take 8 common. If I take 8 common, what we will get? Minus x plus y plus 2 is equals to 0. Or if we want to simplify it further, I can write x is equals to y plus 2. So this is the relation which was required from our side. Completely clear. If you have any problem, replay the video and watch it one more time. Again, nothing I did. We have to find a relation. So I assume the point C as x comma y. What is the condition? If it is equidistant, AC should be equals to BC. AC I can find using distance formula 7 minus x whole square plus 1 minus y whole square. BC is what? Same thing. 3 minus x whole square plus 5 minus y whole square. Next, AC square should be equals to BC square. Why? If AC is equals to BC, AC square will be equals to BC square. That means just to remove the square root, I got the equation 7 minus x whole square plus 1 minus y whole square equals to 3 minus x whole square plus 5 minus y whole square. Next, I'll just open the identity. What is the identity? Identity number 2. A minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Next, 7 square is 49 plus x square minus 14x plus 1 plus y square minus 2y equals to 3 square is 9 plus x square minus 6x plus 25 plus y square minus 10y. Now the x square, y square cancel. 49 plus 1 was 50. 50 minus 14x minus 2y equals to 9 plus 25 is 34. 34 minus 6 is minus 10y. Then I just performed the calculation. I took all things here. So minus 14x plus 6x becomes minus 8x. Minus 2y plus 10y, 8y. And 50 minus 34 is 16 equals to 0. I took 8 common. So 8 will go this side, it will become 0. So minus x plus y plus 2 equals to 0. Or if I take x to the other side, it will become x equals to y plus 2. Clear? If you have any problem, what you should do, you should type in the comment box. I will make sure to answer. Clear? Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Now, dear students, just a reminder from previous grade. If you have to take any points on x-axis, what will be there? Always remember, if you have to take any points on x-axis, that means y-coordinate will be 0. Yes or no? If you take any point on x-axis, its y-coordinate should be 0. So point will be x comma 0. Similarly, if you have to take any point on y-axis, it will be 0 comma y. Always remember, this is another 5-star concept. Point on n is very easy. What is the point on x-axis? Y should be 0, that is x comma 0. What is the point on y-axis? The y-x coordinate should be 0. It will be 0 comma y. Clear? Awesome. Okay, let's do this question. Find a point on y-axis which is equidistant from the points 6, 5 and minus 4, 3. If we have y-axis, what we will do? First of all, same thing. If the point is 6, 5, let's say another point B is minus 4, 3. We have to find point on y-axis. Let's make the point number C. Now remember, what is the point on y-axis? X should be 0. So can I say it is 0, y? Yes. And if it is equidistant, again same thing. That means AC is equals to BC. Okay, what is AC? AC is square root of 6 minus 0 square, that is 36, plus 5 minus y whole square. Right, what is BC? BC is 0 minus of minus 4, that is 0 plus 4 or 4, that is 16 plus 3 minus y whole square. Right, so we have found AC, we have found BC. Now if AC equals to BC, can I say AC square is also equals to BC square? Yes, it will simplify. What we'll get? 36 plus 5 minus y whole square is equals to 16 plus 3 minus y whole square. Right, now I will show you one more trick here. See what I will do. I will leverage one identity that I know. So 36 minus 16 is equals to 3 minus y whole square minus 5 minus y whole square. Right, now what it will do, I will tell you. This is a square minus b square. What is the formula for a square minus b square? A square minus b square is a minus b times a plus b. Correct. So 36 minus 16, I will get 20 equals to 3 minus y minus 5 plus y into 3 minus y plus 5 minus y. Yes or no? Getting it? A 3 minus y minus of 5 plus y and 3 minus y plus 5 minus y. So here y and y will get cancelled. Yes. So what we will get? 3 minus 5, that is minus 2. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 minus 2y equals to 20. Now if I divide 20 with minus 2, I will get minus 10 is equals to 8 minus 2y. If I simplify, if I take 8 this side, what I will get? Minus 18 is equals to minus 2y, or y equals to 9. If y is equals to 9, x is 0. So what is the point? It is 0, 9. Clear? I'll again explain what I did. Very easy, nothing, same thing. But I used a very short trick, and that is why it is very important. See, if you have opened the square, of course you would have got the answer, but this is a much faster way. Plus the chances of error are 0. So AC equals to BC is AC, we have found 36 plus 5 minus y whole square. BC we have found 16 plus 3 minus y whole square. Now AC square is equals to BC square. Of course, yes. I'll just open this. I am getting the answer y equals to 9. I hope it is clear now. Yes. So what is the point? The point is 0, 9. You can also cross check it. 6. Okay, I know how to do that. All right. Let's move forward. What is given? If Q, that is 0, 1 is the equidistance from point P, that is 5, minus 3, and R, x, 6, then we have to find the value of x and also the distance between QR and PR. Again, similar type of question. We have point P. What is the coordinate? 5, minus 3. We have point R. What is the coordinate? X, 6. And this is equidistant from point Q, which is 0, 1. Right. Again, same thing, nothing new. What we know, PQ is equals to PR, PQ equals to RQ, PQ equals to RQ, both are equidistant. Can you find PQ? Okay, PQ will be square root of 5 minus 0 is 5 square, that is 25. Plus minus 3 minus 1, or 1 minus minus 3, plus 4, that is 16. What is 25 plus 16? I will get 31, 41. So PQ is 41. Can you find RQ? RQ will be, see, x minus 0, x square, plus 6 minus 1, 5 square, or 25. I can write this as square root of x square plus 25. Clear? Now, if PQ is equals to RQ, that means PQ square should be equals to RQ square. That means what I can write, x square plus 25 is equals to 41. Now it is very easy. What is 20? What is 41 minus 25? It is 16. If x square is 16, that is x equals to 4. So what is the point? X is equals to 4 comma minus 4. Why? Because x is minus 4 as well. Minus 4 whole square is also 16. Am I doing anything new? No. What is the formula? Just one formula I know, that is distance formula, and see the type of questions that can follow. And you cannot get any other question beyond this. This is my promise. Great. Amazing. All right. So we have found this. Okay. Let's move on to game one more time. So these two characters are there. If you remember their name, character A and character B. Now the thing is, there is a wall between them that is separating both of them. And this wall is in the ratio 2:1. That is, if this distance is 10, then this distance is 5. So the distance has been divided into 2:1. We have to find the coordinate of this wall. So to find that, what we will learn is section formula. Now, what does section formula say? Suppose we have two points A and B, and they are connected through a line. Now, suppose let's say the coordinate of point A are x1, y1, and coordinates of point B are x2, y2. There is a point C which is dividing both of these lines in the ratio m:n. Now, what we have to find? We have to find the coordinates of point C, x and y. You remember, you understood the problem. There are 2 points A and B. Two coordinates we know, that is x1, y1 and x2, y2. There is a point C on this line which divides the distance between them in the ratio m:n. You have to find the coordinates of point C. So in order to find that, we have a very easy formula. I'll write the formula here. So if we have, let's say, the x coordinate of point C will be given by, what I will do, just see. I will put one arrow here, and I will put one arrow in this direction. What does it means? M times x2. X is there, so m times x2 plus n times, we have to go other way around, x1 over m plus n. This is the 5-star formula, dear students. So make sure you write it down. Similarly, y will be given by m times y2 plus n times y1 over m plus n. Make sure you write this down. This is very important. I told you the trick also. We will just do m this side and this side. That means whatever coordinates are here, I'll multiply with m. Whatever the coordinates are here, I'll multiply with n. Now x is there. That means m times x2 plus n times x1 over m plus n. And y equals to m times y2 plus n times y1 over m plus n. Clear? We'll do some examples. Don't worry, it is clear. But first, note it down. Pause the video, note it down. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment box. Great. All right. So here is the question. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 4, minus 3 and 8, 5 in the ratio 3:1 internally. What is internal division? Whatever division we are learning is internal. External division is not in our syllabus. We will learn in higher grades. All right. So what is it? First of all, I will draw a diagram. So this is 4, minus 3. This is 8, 5. Right. We have to find a point. Let's assume this is point A. This is point B. We have to find a point C, which is dividing it in the ratio 3:1. Right. Now remember formula. What I will do? I will do it like this. Okay. Now again, if you don't remember the formula, remember this trick. So if the coordinates of x, C is x, y, what I will write? X is equals to, see, m1 x2, that is 3 multiplied by 8. See, if you do it like this, you will never find. If you write the formula m1, m2, x1, x2, it will take time. Just see it like this. 3, I have to see x coordinate. 3 times 8 plus 1. Now this is m2. 1 times 4 over this ratio, that is 3 plus 1. Again, I'm telling you, first ratio, see the first ratio and the first coordinate of x. So 3 multiplied by 8 plus 1 multiplied by 4 over 3 plus 1. If you do it like this, it will be very, very, very clear. So 3 times 8 is what? 24 plus 1 times 4 is what? 4. 3 plus 1, 4. 28 by 4. That is 7. So x coordinate is 7. Similarly, can I find y coordinate? Y will be given by c. 3, but this time I have to take 5. So 3 multiplied by 5, that is 15, plus 1 multiplied by minus 3 over m plus n, that is 4. So 15 minus 3 will give us 12. 12 by 4 is nothing but 3. So what is the coordinate? 7, comma 3. This is my required answer. Clear? Yes or no? Awesome. All right, let's move to next question. We have to find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of minus 1 comma 7 and 4 comma minus 3 in the ratio 2 is to 3. All right, so what we will do, again same thing. This is my point A. This is my point B. What is the coordinate of point A? Minus 1 comma 7. What is the coordinate of point B? 4 comma minus 3. What is the ratio? 2 is to 3. So if this is point A, C, 2 is to 3. Again, same thing, x will be given by, come on, 2 multiplied by 4, 8. I'll just draw this arrows, it will be clear. 2 multiplied by 4, 8, plus 3 multiplied by minus 1, that is minus 3, over 2 plus 3, 5. That is 5 by 5. Similarly, y coordinate will be given by, how will we do this? 2 times minus 3, minus 6, plus 3 times 7, that is 21 over 5, which is 15 by 5. So this will give x as 1, this will give y as 3. So the point is 1 comma 3. I hope it is perfectly clear. Yes, very easy. If you want, you can solve multiple questions here. Now you just do one thing. Once if you understood, go to the NCERT textbook, solve the exercise. Up till now, you will have no problem. All the exercises are covered. Great. All right. Okay. Again, one more question. Find the coordinate of the point which divides the join of 4 comma 5 in of origin and 4 comma 5 in the ratio 2 is to 1. Origin is there. What is the coordinate of origin? 0 comma 0. Next, if we have point, let's say 4 comma 5, we have, if this is A, this is B, we have to find point C, which is dividing in 2 is to 1, that is x comma y. So what is the answer? X will be equals to 2 multiplied by 4, 8, plus 1 multiplied by 0, that is 0, over 2 plus 1, which is 3. That is equals to 8 by 3. Similarly, y coordinate will be given by 2 multiplied by 5, 10, plus 1 multiplied by 0, which is nothing but 0, over 2 plus 1, that is 3. So answer is 10 by 3. What is the answer? 8 by 3, comma 10 by 3. Clear? See, you can do multiple questions on this. Again, okay. This question is what? Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of minus 1 comma minus 1 and 1 comma 1 in the ratio 2 is to 3. So this is point C, A, B, we have to find 2 is to 3. Again, same thing. I will not solve this. Make sure you solve this and tell me the answer in the comment box below. I will tell you whether it is right or wrong. Same logic. If you want to use the formula, you can use the formula. If you want to use the arrow method, you can use the arrow method as well. Arrow method is much easier. The chances of error becomes less. Clear? Amazing. Okay. And one more type of question, perhaps the last type. What we have to do, in what ratio does the point minus 4 comma 6 divides the line segment joining minus 6 comma 10 and 3 comma minus 8? That is, we have to do the reversal thing. Okay, so we have, let's say, point A, and this is point B. Minus A, point of A is minus 6 comma 10, and this is 3 comma minus 8. And we have to find the point, let's say this point is C, that is minus 4 comma 6. We have to find the ratio. We have to find m is to n. Tell me one thing, dear students, before I proceed further, and this is really important, just listen. If it is 2 is to 3, let's say if I have 2 is to 3, can I also write this as 2 by 3 is to 1? Yes or no? What I'm trying to say, if we have a ratio 2 is to 3, can I also write it as 2 by 3 is to 1? That means, of course, yes. Why? Because 2 by 3 is nothing, 2 by 3 is to 1 is nothing but 2 is to 3. That is, if we have m is to n, can I write it as m by n is to 1? Yes. And what I will do, I will just assume that m by n value is k. So I will, or I can also write the ratio as k is to 1. Okay. So you understood. And what it will do, it will reduce our effort so much. So if we will assume the ratio is k is to 1. Next, same thing. This time we will do the opposite. So what we know, minus 4. Minus 4 is equals to, again, use the arrow. So k multiplied by 3, I will get 3k. 1 multiplied by minus 6, I will get minus 6 over k plus 1. And the beauty of this formula, only one equation is required. Done. We don't have to do two equations. So what I will do, I will just cross multiply. What I will get, minus 4k. Minus 4 is equals to 3k minus 6. Next, I will take minus 3k this side. I will get minus 7k equals to minus 6 plus 4. That is minus 2. Minus minus cancel. So k is equals to 2 by 7. If k is 2 by 7, that is ratio is 2 by 7 is to 1. If I simplify this further, the ratio becomes 2 is to 7. You don't have to consider m is to n every time. Just consider that m by n is k. The ratio becomes k is to 1. Next, you know what to do. I hope it is perfectly clear. Yes or no? All right, great. Okay, that's fine. Next question. Find the coordinates of the point of trisection. That is, points divided in three equal parts of the line segment joining points. A is 2 comma minus 2 and B, that is minus 7 comma 4. If it is trisection, that means if we have the C, we have D. Three equal parts are there. That is, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. Okay. Now we have to find the coordinates of point C and point D. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, let's say, find coordinates of point D. Then you can find coordinates of point C. So I will assume this is x comma y. Right. Now, what I will do, I will assume that C is not here. What it will do, I will tell you. So A is what? 2 comma minus 2. B is what? Minus 7 comma 4. So D, I will assume points as x comma y. Now see, here 1 and 1, here 1. That is, the ratio becomes 2 is to 1. Yes or no? AC is 1, CD is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. And DB is 1. So ratio becomes 2 is to 1. Right. So if you have to find x, now again same thing. 2 multiplied by minus 7, I will get minus 14. Plus 1 multiplied by 2, I will get 2. Over 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. Minus 4 plus 12, I will get minus 12 by 3. That is, x becomes minus 4. Similarly, if I have to find y will be what? 2 times 4, 8. Plus 1 times minus 2, minus 2 by 3. 8 minus 2 is what? 6. 6 by 3 or 2. So what is the point? Minus 4 comma 2. Similarly, can you find point C? Of course, yes. What I will do? I will assume A, B, and C. This time ratio will change 1 is to 2. Let's apply the same thing and find the coordinate of point C. Make sure to tell me the answer in the comment box below. I will tell you whether you have answered it correctly or not. Great. All right, let's look at the last question of this chapter of this session. What is it? Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A 1 comma minus 5 and B minus 4 comma 5 is divided by the x-axis. So if it is x-axis, that is C, can I assume the point as x comma 0? Yes or no? Also find the coordinates of the point of division. Next, what I will do, I will assume the ratio is k is to 1. Now let's apply the same thing. I will take this here, k, take this here. So x will be equals to k times minus 4 minus 4k plus 1 times 1 is 1 over k plus 1. Okay, this is my x coordinate. But I have another condition. Another condition I have is if I consider y coordinate, which is 0, is equals to k times 5, that is 5k, plus 1 times minus 5, which is nothing but minus 5. So I can write 5k minus 5, yes, over k plus 1. From this, k plus 1, this will go this side, it will become 0. Can I say 5k equals to 5? That means k becomes 5 by 5, which is nothing but 1. If k is 1, what I will do, I will just put it in this equation. What I will get, minus 4 plus 1 over 2. Minus 4 plus 1 is nothing but minus 3 by 2. So what is, I have got my x as minus 3 by 2, and the ratio is 1 by 1. So point is minus 3 by 2 comma 0, and ratio is 1 is 2. I hope it is pretty clear now. I know I'm rushing through the things, but the thing is, if you want to learn more in-depth concepts, make sure you join our LTC program, dear students. For one complete year, you can get entire course for just rupees 999. That is one less than 1000. You'll get the entire maths series for one complete year, and just one piece. Great. Okay, one more question. Find the join of the point of trisection of the line 4 comma minus 1 and minus 2 comma minus 3. Again, same thing. I hope you know how to do now. Press trisection C and D. That is 1, 1, 1. Choose any 2 points and tell the answer. If you face any problem, distance, do let me know. It is very easy, I hope. And make sure you let me know if you're facing any issues or if you have any suggestions for me, drop down in the comment box below. All right, that's it for this today's chapter, dear students. I hope you had a fun learning this chapter. Yes. Okay, in the next chapter, we are going to bring some more amazing concepts, and I hope this series is helpful for you. Once again, do join our 1 year complete program. All sessions are taken care by IIT and NIT teachers, and this is for just rupees 1000 for one complete year. All right, dear students, that's it from my side. I will see you next time with yet another.